Hi there, I'm going to do a video for you on how to apply Jamberry wraps. There's a lot of these on YouTube and they're all excellent. But I wanted to try to compile some of the tips and tricks from different videos all into one video so that you wouldn't have to watch a bunch of videos to figure this out. So here I'll show you a wrap. Here's a sheet of wraps and it has, this is a regular one. It has 18 wraps on it, 9 on each side. Isn't this beautiful? This is one for Ariel, mermaid, but anyway. I'm going to apply one from July Style Box onto one of my nails. And so what you want to do if you were applying to all your nails is you want to get them ready ahead of time. So one of the first things you want to do is you want to push back your cuticles. You can use an orange stick, or I prefer to use this. This is the purple cuticle pusher from Jamberry, because a cuticle stick, it can be a little rough, and the cuticle pusher is nice and soft, so it never hurts my finger. Now, sometimes people have what are called invisible cuticles, and I actually have one on this nail, so this is a good one to show you. Can you see that? Those are invisible cuticles. Those will interfere with the wrap sticking. And I don't think I have my cuticle. I have cuticle remover, but it's at home. So I'm going to see if I can remove this just with the pusher. But it works a lot better if you use cuticle remover. It softens it so that you can push it back easier. But that is exactly probably why this finger lost the nail wrap. I did not fully push the cuticles out of the way before I put it on, and that wrap fell off. It happens. So I think I got them mostly out of the way. So then you want to clean your nails. You can use nail prep, and if we have an in-home party, I always bring plenty of it to try, so we have packets of it. Plus, if you're one of my hostesses, I will also send you packets to try. And I usually use this, and this has always been adequate. But my daughter, nails just would not stick to her, and she has much oilier skin than I, and so we discovered that for her, we have to prep with I use either alcohol, like a 90% isopropyl alcohol, or acetone, and then that will dry her nails out. I often also stick some of these are alcohol prep pads to get in any doctor's office, but that you can also use, and that'll prep your nail with alcohol. But that's the main ingredient in the nail prep anyways, alcohol. These are the old bottles too, by the way. We have new bottles now that, now it somehow comes up around here, so it's spill proof, and these weren't spill proof. Okay, and this is the remover, but we don't need that. Okay, so I'm going to put one of these on. Oh, another thing is that I often will include a list of directions, and if you have a catalog, there's also directions on the back with pictures, which is always handy because pictures say more than 1,000 words, right? So, but a video is like a billion words or something. But so I'm going to match to my fingernail. I have really small fingernails, so I use a lot of the ones at the very bottom. Now you'll notice I'm using my orange stick to lift the wrap off of here, and that's what you want to do. You do not want to use your fingers. Often people say, I don't know what's wrong with my nails, they just don't work for me, I can't get them to stick on my nails. And so I'll say, well, I want you to come meet me at the office and we're going to put them on together. I want to see how you're doing it. Because nowadays, a lot of parties are online. And so you don't always get to meet in person first, right? Well, one of the big things I often see is they start peeling them off with their fingers and they're touching all over the back and all that. And I'm like, that's why it's not working. You can't touch the back or it'll get the oil from your skin on there. Dirt, hair, everything. You want to try to keep this as clean as possible. Okay? Now, I think this one is going to fit without really any adjustment, but I do sometimes use a template, which I don't think I have handy, but you can make templates. So one way to do that is you use Scotch tape and you put it over your nail and you trace your nail, and then you put that tape on like plastic, like from this is like the plastic that's in the bottom of a recyclable bag. That works great. Or you could buy just vinyl file folders at Office Depot or something. And then I have a bazillion of these rings. Let's see, here's a ring. And now I've even bought smaller ones because these are kind of big. You don't really need to be that big. So now I have ones that are about half this size. And I'm always happy to give them out because I have tons of them. And you can make templates and put them on this little ring, carry it around. That's how you put it with your nail supply stuff, whatever. Okay, but so we're using orange stick. We're doing our best to not touch it. And we made sure we pushed back our cuticle. And now we're going to heat it up. And I'm going to use the Jamberry mini heater. And it's very handy. I mean, it's definitely worth it. Certainly, like if you're not sure you're going to enjoy having pretty nails, then use a blow dryer to do your sample and to do your first couple sets. But if you think at all you're going to want to put these on regularly, this will cut your time to nothing. I mean, when I first did them with a blow dryer, it took me probably 45 minutes to put my first set on. Now, some of that's learning curve and all that, and I didn't even realize in the beginning. I'm like, how do you get it off the plastic? It took me forever to figure out, duh, you use orange stick, it comes right up. But the heater makes a big difference, too. And it's very quiet. It has this felt kind of thing here that's protective, so if a little kid touched it, they won't get burnt. It's very safe. So we're just going to heat it a few seconds till it's soft. And then I'm going to just set it on my nail. I'm not going to push it down yet. I'm just setting it there. And I'm doing this on my right hand, so you're getting to see me do the left, which is the harder one to do if you're right-handed. Okay, so see, it's on there, but it's not pushed down at all, okay? I like to use this to push it down, or my finger, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to heat it again, and then I'm going to go from the base of the nail to the tip. And that's 1, okay? So this is called the 1, 2, 3 method, so 1. Okay, then I'm going to heat it up from the side. Now I'm going to use my smoother to smooth it off to the side. And then I'm going to do it again. And that's 3, so 1, 2, 3. It's basically 1's down the middle, 2 down one side, 3 down the third side. Voila. Okay? So that's pretty easy. And the reason why we're heating it so much is that this will work for people who, no matter what their nail is, flat, curvy, spoon, ridged, whatever. Because if you have nails that are different shaped, you want this flat wrap to mold itself to your curvy nail. And the more heat you use, the better. Then you just cut off the excess. Now, I am so cheap that I even will try to sometimes get the excess off without touching the back, and I save it for a toenail. If you want to match your toenails and fingernails, this is a great way to get even more out of your wraps, okay? You don't have to do that. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm like, I probably never wear that in my toenail. Then I don't save those little pieces. What good are they? Now, the next thing I advise to do is, I already have my other nails done, but if you were doing your whole hand, do them all before you file. Okay, so get them all done. That way they'll really have cooled and they're well adhesed before you file. Okay, so then you're going to file, and you have a choice. You can file straight down at 90 degrees, and you only want to file one direction, or you can go 45 degrees. Now, especially on this nail, this is my index finger, this is the finger that you use for everything. That's a good one to do 45 degrees. So instead of going down 90, I'm going to go 45. When you do that, you leave a little bit of nail at the end before the wrap starts. And that's good because if it's a nail that you tend to pry stuff open with, you have a better chance of it not getting lifted up. So see how I start doing that, and see how it's just coming off as I file it. There we go. Voila, off comes the extra. There's my nail. I'm trying to get to focus. Focus. Drives me crazy, I guess. That's too close. Okay, well anyway. Now some other tips and tricks. If you still have trouble getting it on smoothly, or it maybe it tends to get, like some people get little creases or bubbles in the ends, you can take a baggie and put it tight around your finger and heat it up again. This really, I don't know, gets really hot and it dissipates the heat very well, but it will make sure that that tip is really on there good. Another thing you can do if you have curved nails is you can go ahead and just cut the wrap in half, get it started on the base, and then you can actually, with your fingers or with a tweezer, pull it and kind of stretch it, and that will help sometimes get it with curved nails. That's called the baseball method. There's all kinds of methods on the internet, but these are some of the best ones. Or these are some of the best techniques, I guess I'd say. But remember, the most important thing is that your wrap should only touch your nail, not the cuticle and not the skin on the sides. There always has to be a gap. So hopefully you can see there's a gap. See, it doesn't go all the way to the very edge. That drives some people crazy, but you know what? They look, no one sees the gap from when they see your nails. You only see it when you look at them from the side and kind of pull the skin back. You want that gap. That gap ensures that your skin isn't going to then have oil come off your skin and work under the wrap and lift it off. I think that's it for how to apply a nail wrap. Yay! See? So now you know, and you should be able to do it. Practice makes perfect, and it's really pretty easy. Thanks for watching. Please comment below or give me a thumbs up if it worked for you. I just want to hear some feedback.